The title of this video is How Do You Know You're Part of Fat Liberation? Come on, fam. We all know. Why do you have to liberate fat people? It's because of the privilege and the patriarchy. And like it's locked in. It's locked in. It's in a cage. You got these fat centration camps everywhere. All right, Lacey. Racism, thin privilege, and androgyny. Let's fucking go. Let's see what we got here, fam. Last one.
Good morning, Fatterflies. This is an excellent question.
Oh, to the fucking moon.
The question is, in terms of fat liberation, how do you know when you're actually a part of the movement? Does it have to do with social beauty standards? And if those standards change, does the line for if you're a part of the movement then change? Where is that line?
Fatterflies?
And Fatterflies, I'm going to tell you, this is not an easy answer.
I'm going to lose my fucking shit.
Because who's a part of the movement and who isn't necessarily who's the most effective by systemic oppression versus who isn't. Because body size is a spectrum, so is the amount that you're going to be affected by systemic oppression of fat people. And it can...
Ooh, that's close. It's not quite thin privilege. She's got to say it. She's got to say thin privilege. Systemic oppression of fat privilege. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. We need a fat movement. We need a fat movement. You need to move, like, a lot. Please take it literally. Here we go. It's close.
Drastically change depending on where you are in the world, culture, and other factors.
Racism.
So oftentimes we rely on people self-identifying as fat. But that also means being able to unpack your privilege. Because
does that count? She said privilege. We know she's not talking about fat privilege. Does that count? I think that counts. Unpack your privilege. That's pretty close. Does she have to say? Does she have to say the word? That's pretty close. Unpack your privilege. She's not. Yeah, she's not talking about. She's not talking about thin privilege. She's not talking about fat privilege. Have you seen the white whale? Captain Swolehab over here. Caught me a marlin. I think so. I think it counts. All right. Let's back it up a little bit. Oh my God. Lacey, you got time. You got time. Okay. We're back it up.
So oftentimes we rely on people self-identifying as fat, but that also means being able to unpack your privilege. Because we do get a lot of thin people claiming to be fat enough to count just because they want to be included. They feel like they are being excluded from the movement, and being excluded hurts. But that's not enough to qualify you as a fat person. But also because people's own body image can differ drastically, and people might often genuinely think they're fat even when they're not. A better way to judge this is to look at how systemic oppression affects you personally.
Systemic oppression. You need to look in a mirror. You need to go outside. You need. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things. I'm gonna get you one of these. Hold on.
I'm totally comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be in pain.
Grizzly, show us in the doll where society hurt you. I want to go home.
That you may need to research and figure out what systemic issues actually affect fat people, such as lack of access to medical care or medical equipment, or medical discrimination, ability to access things like transportation in a fair and equitable way.
Did she just say transportation? Transportation? Have we been looking at this all wrong? Are we actually, like in Star Trek, are we actually talking about moving matter through space? Transportation? Maybe that's what Elon Musk is doing. We're sending all the trans people to Mars? No, don't do that. No. That doesn't make sense. That's not nice. That's not nice. Bad Elon. Bad Elon Musk. Naughty, naughty. Transportation. Oh, God. Here we go. How much more is this? How the fuck is there a minute 15? Where is this going? What else can you say about this?
job hiring and pay,
Racism.
access to affordable housing,
Come on.
and affordable clothing.
Big money, big money.
You may also need to look at how intersecting marginalizations come into play. But it's important to realize that even if you're on the line somewhere, the smaller your body, the less fat oppression you face. The fat community does have self-identified categories, or fatagories as we like to call them. Small fat, mid fat, large fat, and death fat or infinifat.
Dead.
This loosely groups fat people into the levels of oppression that they face. And if you're not sure if you're thin or fat,
look in the mirror or step on a scale and it's gonna be like, holy shit, get off me, bro. Get off me, bro. If you're not sure where you fit, on fat oppression on that scale, you probably need to go to the fucking gym. If you're not sure where you fit, I'm not sure if I'm an infinifat or a death fat. I'm kind of in between. Oh man. If that takes, how much time does that take out of your day? What fatagory you're in? Oh my God. I was raised to never hit a woman, but like, you're making a fucking case. You're making a case. It's a strong one. It's a strong case. Don't hit women. Don't hit people that don't deserve it. That's really what it should be. Don't hit people that don't deserve it. I'm just saying, like, to the moon, Alice, to the fucking moon.
definitely have the highest amount of privilege among other fat groups. Small fat people will also gain access quicker than larger fat people. So yes, as society and accessibility shift, the line does move. And the best way to stay up to date on all of this is to join fat liberation groups. Make fat liberation friends. Listen to fat liberation content creators.
No.
Be educated and be active. I hope this helped.
The irony is unreal. I'm going to replay that last part. That's a soundboard. This whole fucking thing is a soundboard. What a train wreck.
Listen to fat liberation content creators.
Fuck you.
Be educated and be active.
I'm going to play that again.
Be educated and be active. Creators. Be educated and be active. Be educated and be active. Be educated and be active.
I think it's broken.
Be educated and be active.
Ah, shit. It's on loop.
Be educated and be active.
The video's broken.
Be educated and be active.
I might have to restart the stream.
Be educated and be active.
What the fuck is going on
be
here?
Educated.
Oh, come on. It's
and
broken.
Be educated.
It's making
and
sense.
Be active.
Stop it.
Be educated and be active.
There are no more shenanigans, no more tomfoolery, no more ballyhoo.
Be educated and be active. So in 3 minutes of literal just diarrhea, 3 minutes of diarrhea to follow up with be educated and be active.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
What you just said
All of it.
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Lacey, you could have just chosen. I thought she was going to go racism. Lacey said privilege. She literally said privilege like 7 times. She didn't go racism though. And androgyny, I mean, it's probably hard to tell what it was. I mean, it's definitely a female. Tough call though.